January 5th, 2026, Buddha Dhamma, Chapter 11, 11.5. Nature provides sukha, happiness. Let us examine how the different kinds of sukha, happiness, so far discussed has covered the sukha, the happiness, derived from sense enjoyment, from contact, basa, contact, with desirable sights, desirable sounds, desirable smells, desirable tastes, and desirable tangible objects. This is a matter connected with the gratification of tanha, craving. With sense pleasure, kama sukha, and with material happiness, samisa sukha. We also discuss wholesome desire, chanta, which is associated with spiritual development and leads to study, leads to creativity, leads to understanding, and leads to the increase of sukha, happiness. In terms of chanta, wholesome desire, it is mentioned earlier how a person experiences sukha, happiness, both while engaged in work and while engaged in sutta, learning. There are more aspects, however, to be discussed of sukha, happiness derived from chanta, wholesome desire. This increased happiness, sukha, includes sukha on a social level. The piti, the joy of friendship, kalyamitra, the joy of living with others with the heart of kindness and compassion, and the joy in families and communities of living together with mutual goodwill, care, love, of rejoicing in harmony and of well-being, united in virtues conductive to communal life. Saraniya Dhamma. Saraniya Dhamma is sharing of material gains within the monatistic community. There is also happiness related to the nature, the joy of living in nature, the contact with the peace and beauty of nature, including the trees, the winds, the mountains, the bodies of water, and the sky. The delight one experiences in flowering plants and in the sounds of the wilderness. For instance, the calls of birds, the cries of wild animals, and the rumble of thundering skies. Both the happiness in relation to society and the happiness in relation to the nature are emphasized and praised in Buddhism. They are sometimes combined in a single teaching of living together with kindness and harmony even while residing in the forest, as it is documented in the Gosnigosala Sutra. Gautama Buddha went to visit 3 monks in the Gosingasala wood. He asked them, "How, Arunura, do I live in accord with mutual appreciation without disputing, blending like milk and water, viewing each other with kindly eyes?" In the same wood, on another occasion, Venerable Sariputra asked the following questions from other great disciples. The Gosingha Sala tree wood is delightful. The night is clear and bright. The Sala trees are all in blossom, giving forth fragrant scents in all directions, similar to the scents of heaven. What kind of bhikkhu, friend, could grace the Gosinla Sala tree wood? There are numerous poetic verses in the Tipitaka utilizing nature. Take, for example, the following verses from the Mahavesantara Jataka tells, "Near those lotus ponds, flocks of cuckoos drunk on fruit call out captivating melodious cries, filling the forest with reverberating sounds. When the brushes bloom in seasons, a sweetness like honey drips from the blossoms, resting on the lotus leaves. The breeze wafts myriad fragrances, drafting or drifting through the forest as if inviting visitors to find delight in the perfumed flowers and branches. Swarms of bumblebees release the scents of blossoms, their buzzing echoes throughout. When Venerable Kaludayi invited Gautama Buddha to travel to Kapilavatthu in Bharat in order to visit his father, he spoke approximately 60 verses praising the beauty of nature found in the regions along the path to be traveled. In the end, Gautama Buddha accepted the invitation. Here are two of these verses. Fanned by breezes, the kampaka trees, orchards, and laurels, and other fragrance, the crown of the trees filled with blossoms send down their colorful branches as if thoughtfully extending their arms and paying respects with their scent. Venerable Sir, the victorious one, now is the right time to go. Splendid parquets and magpies with sweet-sounding voices fly and throng among the treetops, twittering and calling out on both sides of the path. Now it is time for the Lord to see his Father. In sum, Gautama Buddha and the Arihats, whose hearts are purified, find delight in the peace and beauty of nature and abide happily in natural surroundings. The Sikha, the trainees, and unawakened mundane persons find in nature a tranquil, refreshing environment, conducive to concentration, meditation, and the development of wisdom. In reference to the development of sila, ethics, one can see how virtue is developed along with happiness, how happiness is an important part of developing one's life, and how people are able to generate happiness within themselves. Chanta, wholesome desire, is the catalyst behind the development and the education or training. Sikha, based on such desire, automatically helps to cultivate a strong ethical foundation. Finally, there is a supreme happiness, the happiness of wisdom, which belongs to the stage of independent happiness. Wisdom, panya, is the liberating factor. If one faces a stumbling block or an obstruction and one doesn't know how to respond, the situation is immediately clarified and resolved with the dawn of wisdom. When faced with confusion, not knowing which way to turn and where safety lies, the heart feels oppressed and stifled. But with the arising of wise understanding, yo ni so mana sikara, the sense of oppression and affliction disappears. When encountering a problem and a solution is apparent, one may suffer greatly, but when wisdom provides an answer, one is freed from suffering. Wisdom gradually provides freedom on many levels of one's life. When one is able to untangle the nexus of suffering, one reaches final and complete liberation, which is also perfect happiness.